In the 19th century, when people were canning their own foods, everybody used a copper boiler. It's no big surprise that we have a ton of copper boilers because what do you do with them today? We use a lot of copper in our upcycled designs, and one of our signature pieces is our copper top table. Brian makes all of our copper top tables. Brian takes the copper boilers that we get in, cuts the pieces to the right size, then flattens the material out.
But not on the table, over on the end of that table. Thank you.
There's so many ways to do this, and it doesn't take a lot to do it, but the key is to start with a piece that's pretty flat in the beginning. So how much did we pay for this flattening tool? That's really high tech.
Look at this, it's flat.
When we do a table, we create a pattern that the customer has ordered. Brian lays out the pattern on the table, then nails them for days. So in this process, you're trying to get everything flat. So there's no flex in any of this. And then you have to come back and do your edges so you don't have that sharp edge. Because if this has any flex in it, after we put a coat of varnish on it, that flex will pop the varnish and crack it. It's very important to wrap the underside of the table because you don't want a sharp edge on the bottom of the table. The hardest part of building a table is wrapping the corners to make them look seamless. A really simple way to look at it is like tucking the corners of the sheet into your bed.
So here, cut this relief, and that'll allow that piece to just go right over that corner, over that edge.
And then when this piece folds down over the top, it's also going to be over the top of the first piece.
So that'll always be a clean edge and won't be a sharp edge. More than
and the beauty is, you only have 7 more corners to go. After you have all the copper applied to the table, we sand it a little bit to take all the rough edges off. I don't like to sand too much because I like to leave the patina in the top. If you love the top, you can leave it as is, but if you're using it for a dining room table, we encourage you to put on a few coats of poly. And whatever you decide, you have a one-of-a-kind table that you can always show off.